Welcome to another episode on the American Dream TV. You know, the residential real estate landscape is definitely shifting. So how will this impact first and foremost, the consumer, our home buyers and sellers, as well as real estate agents and the other key value chain services such as mortgage lending, title services, and insurance? How do we as professionals educate the consumer and protect the integrity of home values and keep money in our communities? How do we mitigate the harm to the community? I'm Maylinda Conley, a chosen American Dream TV power player in the Mile High City, Denver, Colorado. And today I'll be interviewing Dan Reynolds, a chief executive at American Dream TV and a very well-studied source on the current state of the national real estate market. Today we'll be talking specifically about these financial tech companies, also known as FinTech, and their instant buyer, the iBuyer programs. Well, Dan, thanks so much for joining me today from the American Dream headquarters in San Diego. It's such a pleasure to have you.
Thanks, Melinda. You know, we've been looking to do some information on this specific topic. It's kind of nice to have a little role reversal where I'm in the chair and you're actually doing the interviewing.
I love it. You know, the market is definitely in a state of change. What insights can you share about the real estate landscape?
You know, in the last 2 to 3 years, there has been a lot of different changes going on in specific to the market that we work in, residential in particular. 2019 brought a different look. The internet has brought some of this in, the change in which brands and brokerages operate, and so many different avenues for a consumer to actually find a piece of property.
Yeah, it's really insightful. And that being said, what are your thoughts on how iBuying versus traditional sales will impact the real estate agent community?
Yeah, so there's an interesting piece to this. The consumer right now is at the center of it. And what we really want to do is we want to make things always easier for the customer. So whether that's, hey, I want a better deal from a commission perspective, maybe they've had a circumstance in their family where they actually have to sell the home in a very quick fashion. Maybe it's, you know what, I've never done this and I feel best based on who I am to work directly with an agent. And then some people are like, hey, we buy everything online now. Could I actually buy a house by clicking a button? So I think that the market as it frames up specifically in 2020, you're going to see a larger narrative come out to the consumer that basically says you have options and choices. So I really see that real estate is not an area where you're going to be able to pull someone like yourself, a true professional within your particular geography, out of the mix and just start buying homes online. A good thing to think through if you're a consumer out there is to take a look at the iBuying programs, what those instant offers look like, and actually use a professional real estate agent to get engaged in the mix to help you evaluate what your options are, whether that's a quick sale, more equity in your pocket, or actually making more equity on the product as you actually upgrade, for example, staging your home or doing those repairs.
You know, buying and selling a home is a transaction that happens infrequently, but it's really a major decision that requires in-depth thought and careful consideration. What are your thoughts on how iBuyers versus traditional sales will impact the consumer?
You know, looking at the transaction itself, typically what a consumer does is the average consumer is not going to be buying a home every other month, let alone every other year. So think about every 10 years someone has to go through this process. And the standard way in which real estate has been done in the residential field is a consumer would actually contact their local real estate agent, use them and bring them into the fold to say, hey, look, I don't know what I'm doing, and I need your subject matter expertise to guide me through the process, whether I'm buying or whether I'm selling. The impact of this now, the generational tipping point going from baby boomers and millennials baby boomers and Xers going into millennials has provided an opportunity for people to look at going, how do I streamline my process, use the internet for anonymity, find the home I want, and then when they get to that stage, now they're going to be saying, what do I do? Should I carry the ball across the line by myself, unrepresented, or actually do I get re-engaged with a professional like yourself? That's just the digital age.
I agree. You know, Dan, I truly appreciate you and the American Dream TV. The company's movement to support top-performing real estate agents across the country with the purpose to engage, educate, and empower the consumer is absolutely incredible. I, for one, am very happy and honored that the American Dream chose me to partner with them here in Denver. And to you, the buyers and sellers of real estate, I hope this was insightful and benefits you in your pursuit of the American dream. I look forward to seeing you next time, and remember, may your journey always lead you home.